And you want white wool. So I get to show you how trading goes. So you give them white wool, and you can see on here it's moved. There's a green one because I did the trade. That is how much more he'll get. So I take one, and I take another one, and I don't have enough. I'll be back in a sec. My plan was to have these guys on the floor that I was actually working on, like he is, but there's just not enough room on some of the floors for them. Okay, so I've just leveled him up all the way to novice. I get out of here. All right, you'll be right back. He's now leveling up. And I need the black dye. I'm not going to give you black dye. Now you'll see you don't get as much now for doing a lower level. And I don't have enough. I don't want to give him my black because I don't have a lot of it. I really don't want to use up all of my white, but I may have to get him to the next level. Lime dye costs a lot. It costs quite a bit because I need to have cactus and I need to have white. And the problem is cactus is easy enough to get. White dye has changed. White dye is not as easy to get. You need to get the lily of the valley flowers. Those are a lot harder to get. Just like black dye. The only black dye I've gotten so far is by going through the trader. So it's kind of not okay. Those are the lily of the valleys. I went out wandering very far and wide to get those. Now, he will, at some point, come back to his little machine. And what is that in the bottom right? There, it's not. They change green or blue dye. Green has not changed. Green is still cooked cactus. Blue dye has changed. You have to get cornflowers now. So cornflowers give you blue dye. White dye come from lily of the valley. Black dye come from, I don't have any. Wither flowers or wither rose. To get a wither rose, you need a wither to shoot when its little head things off at a mob of some sort. When that mob dies, then it potentially will produce a wither rose. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, see, he went back and he renewed at the station. So twice a day they'll go back to the station and they will renew their trades. So you just kind of have to wait them out. You want lime 12? Oh, okay. Some colors I knew were changing. And so what I did was things like, I knew we were going to lose bone meal here. Bone meal no longer counts as white dye. You can't use it. So I cooked up a ton of cactus and I mixed it with the bone meal when I still had bone meal to make a ton of the colors that I couldn't get access to later on. We're going to become more difficult. Oh, I got a discount. He likes me. He gave me a discount. Okay, because this is a level 2, it's in one of these ones. And one more. Okay, so you're no longer an apprentice. And the cat's like, I'm sitting here. Do you mind? What do you have for me now? I have to give you more dye. I can give you red. Red I can do. Red is easy. Red is still really, really easy. Anything that requires white, I'm a little not so great. Yes, they've all changed their outfits too. Every single profession, of which there are 15 professions now, are in here. In those 15 professions, they all have a specific outfit. In each biome has its own set of clothing. So there's a set of clothing per profession, per biome. Yeah. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 biomes times 15 professions. That's how many. Their AI is better. They don't do as many dumb things, although they're all in the water, and I don't know why they're doing that. I don't know why their pathfinding puts them into the water and why their pathfinding won't take them back out. That part I don't actually get. Oh, cocoa beans have to be cooked now to make the brown dye. Look up 1.1 or 114. Where did he go? 114 and then 114.1. Let me guess. It's nighttime, isn't it? Not quite yet. I've misplaced him. Oh my gosh, I have lost him. Did he go downstairs? Nope. Were you still 3 of them there? Guy, we were trading. Where did you go? Maybe he went upstairs. Well, he has to, because if he's not downstairs, he has to be upstairs. Nope, not you. They're all leaving because I took the beds away. They're getting ready to go to bed. They sleep now in beds. Yeah, you got to keep going up. Oh, we got a log jam. That's good. Then I can trade with you. Because we were in the middle of trading. So you are done for journeyman. I can provide you with a bed if you stay down here. There you go. You can sleep there. And you are providing me with a black banner. Yeah, I can make those myself. Thank you. And a purple banner. All right. Let's give you more red dye. Okay, so he's now an expert. What I should have also pointed out was on his outfit, his little pouch will change colors as he levels up. We're going to have to chase him down. Yeah, there's like a bottleneck up there because I took their beds away. And he just gives me a painting. They're supposed to give you something else. Yeah, nobody is sleeping on there because the cat's on there. He's taken the bed. They don't understand. They can also share the bed. There was a lot of issues with this one. This one has a lot of hiccups and badness happening with it. I am going to have to spend a good chunk of this afternoon getting myself a little more wool. Because obviously, I'm running a little low. Emeralds. So in that process, I've managed to gain more emeralds, and I have been spending emeralds all over the place as well. Some serious number of emeralds. Okay, so there's nobody else sleeping here. Mind if I take your bed? Thanks. You guys don't... it's not bedtime yet, but... Yeah, you can't go up there. I am sorry. I put a trap door in there because I went up to go to bed and found that there was villagers in my bed. So I didn't even get to sleep in them. I was not happy at all. Now, there are also people like this one. They have no profession at all. He's very sad about it. This one, you can see his pouch is kind of a gray colored. He's at the bottom. He's just a novice. As they go up levels, their little pouch changes colors. And they can only, the one that was there that had no profession, the only way he can have a profession is if he claims one of these things. Like we have a lectern that we have up here. Somebody would have to come and claim that lectern. So it's kind of a cool mechanic that they have built in. There, I forgot to bring glass, didn't I? Yes, you did. All right, so we said this way. Can they all sleep in a row like this, I wonder? Or do they need to have space between the beds? Because if they need space between the beds, we're going to have a problem. But I don't think they do. Oh my gosh. Hi, Ari. Welcome, welcome. We are making houses. We're moving everything because 14.1 is Legalicious. I was gonna say, didn't we pick up lanterns? Yes, we did. I don't know how much light these give. Can I? Oh, I can hang them here. I don't know how to break them though. Except for that I don't have an even number, or I have an even number, so it's gonna mess up everything. Let's get rid of the torch inside. Put one there. And I guess one goes there. Okay, that just looks really kind of dumb, but I can live with that. Library. And I'll put some bookcases on the outside or on this. Oh no, I'm going to put 4 of these across. I guess they won't get any bookshelves. Okay. That's doable. In here, we need one there. One there. Take our torch back. Put one there. Oh, I have 3 beds. At least that's something. So 1. And we don't have another bed. We did have a purple one, didn't we? We do. I don't know if I want to use a purple one. But we have to make our gray house. I don't have enough wool. Wrong one. Right one. What do we want to have next to the librarian and the cartographer? Maybe the shepherd, I guess, could be next. The shepherd in gray. I don't think I want the shepherd in gray. Where do I want the shepherd? Because I want to put the leather worker, Fletcher, the armorer, and the toolsmith all together somewhere. They should be together. And somewhere reasonably out of the way because I'm not really going to use them. So we start with gray. We're going to put them over here. So we need room for the massive... Oh, I was going to change something here too because I was not happy with this. I don't have space for my other banner. So I was going to move this whole thing over one just so I could put a banner here. And then I realized that was just silly. But then I really don't like how this makes a weird square. That looks better. All right. 1, 2, 3, ping. Now, if this comes across 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 1, 2, 3. Another one will start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I need 4 of them. What? I know, Kitty. I'm trying to figure out the math on this too, because I'm thinking that if I have 2 facing this way, then I could put 2 straight across from them facing this way, which would leave me room to put 2 over here facing this way. And that will give us 8. And we need room for 7 more, and we'll have pretty much the whole area to work with. You hope this game isn't going to force me to upgrade your PC. I don't know. There are serious issues it has right now in this one. I'll show you the issue I'm having right now. Is I am having I have no idea why, but for some reason, all my villagers would rather. Ooh, apparently I have a zombie over there. I don't know why. All my villagers would prefer to be spinning around in water. Like, almost all of them. They're in the water. It is a ridiculous thing. Oh, you got a new AAA game. Ah, okay. But still, if you play this... And then we also have a problem with iron golems spawning out of control. They're everywhere. Literally everywhere. I found 2 of them inside the nether. Everywhere. I have already killed so many of these guys. It's crazy how many I've killed, and they're still everywhere. There is even one inside my house downstairs. I cannot understand why there are so many. They're up there. I had one spawn in here. They're still spawning in houses, which they're not supposed to do anymore. I think there's still one in here, if he hasn't died. Oh, no, there he is. These guys, for some reason, are just not sleeping in the beds. They're still breeding, though. I can't get them to stop breeding. Are you going to lay down? Okay, you lay down. Go over there and lay down. Go on. And they get stuck in the doors. I don't know what that guy's doing. Well, he lay down there. You took too long. There's no more beds. You just have to stand. Unless, of course, the cat is sleeping on one. I have come in... But it's still supposed to only be 1 to 10. So I don't know. He's got to find somewhere else to sleep, and he doesn't know where to sleep. There's 2 empty beds on that level, but I've locked them off so they can't get to them. And I guess they can't reach the beds that I took the houses around. Oh no, I guess they can. Sleeping in the beds. I know you slept in that bed last time, but you can sleep in this bed just fine. Like, there's houses that'll have... If I can jump up here. There'll be houses in here that don't have any beds. I need my axe. Pop, because I need that. And they don't shut doors behind them as much anymore. What are you guys? You're nothing. Okay. It's the farmer's house, the mason. Yeah, the mason's got that. Well, they're getting better about sleeping in their houses. Or not. At least there was one in here. Where's the guy wandering around? There's a one in there, guy. You can go in there. Stop staring at him. And you can't push them as well. When you aggro one of these... sometimes I build with. Like, that was built into it accordingly. Within reason. Like, those levels were built based on the levels of where everything was. But then I went through and I kind of flattened everything out because I need to build other stuff. In the end, they won't be flattened. This is just the template that they're working on. And they're all at different levels. So they're not quite all flattened. I'm not sure how I'm dealing with over there. Not sure what I'm doing with that, because you saw there was a zombie there. Over here, though, on the side of the mountain, it looks really weird because it's pyramided. I still have to finish making... thank you for the egg. I still have to make this entrance. I have gated all of my... Because of all the wolves, I've had to gate all of my... yes, everything will be terraformed after. But see, I've done this, and this looks terrible, I think. It looks so weird. It's just all tiered up. But there will be trees, and there'll be gardens and stuff. Like, I have done some down back here. Like we have a nice patio down here. These trees did not grow, so I'm going to have to build them probably myself. They won't grow because that's on top. And so things like this will be built, and this obviously doesn't have its gardens yet. Hello, skeleton. Ow! Goodbye. You just exploded with all kinds of stuff, and now you're making me go in the water. I haven't finished adding all of these. That'll help light things up. I did that way. I've terraformed the water up into a certain point. I don't know if you've sent it or not. You should send it in Discord. And then I will see it. But in here, this has been terraformed. I have added all of the grass. Oh, it's not fully terraformed. I haven't completely finished this. I still have to put the kelp in. It looks like I got some kelp in, but I didn't get all of it. Like there's some kelp there. So I got kelp in to a certain point. The lighting is still an issue across these areas because I don't know what I'm going to do with them. If I'm actually going to make them a lower platform or if I'm just going to shear it off completely and then make a nice little platform down here. Would you stop already? Oh my gosh, this cat has knocked me off of so many things. Ah. Okay. That you can do. Send them to me, and then I can see. I have done this. This is missing some blocks in here. Like there's little things here and there that I need to do, and I'm not sure if I want to do them on stream or if I just want to get them done. Thank you, chicken. Oh, it grew. I had an extra sapling, so I just threw it on the ground. So I do have things like up there, you can see there's a little pillar. For some reason, I missed a fence post in there. Yeah, don't know why, but I did. Also, that fence just ends there, and it should actually go all the way across, but I needed a way to get up there when I fell off, when I was building the bridge, so I just made a stairwell. So that area is not done. That area needs something, but each of these areas are going to be a biome. So the biome we're working on right now is the... it's sort of the plains biome. What's going to happen is up here is where all the professions are going to be. So this is going to be a work area. And then down there, I'm going to put... Now, these are the old plains buildings. So these are not going to change. These will stay as they are. These are all the original buildings that are down on the lower level. This one up here and that one there, I did. So they're not original buildings. I am actually trying to move to a better view. I think there is a guy up here somewhere. He wandered all the way up here. I'm hoping he'll wander all the way back down. I think you can see from here. Yes. So that building, this building, this one here, and this one are all original buildings. There were other original buildings that are based on the colorful ones that I've done. They look like that. So I'm going to put a couple of them. 1.7. Okay. I will keep an eye out for that. For after my stream, I shall go perusing. So those are the original buildings that were here. I built this up here so I would have a library up here. These buildings originally were all up here. There will be pictures up in Instagram showing what the village actually looked like quite a while ago. And they were all like these colorful ones. And I just moved the colorful ones down here because I ran out of villagers. They all kept getting killed up here. So I was like, I can't have them up here. Now I don't mind if they get killed. And there was this upper village too as well. This upper village, I haven't figured out what to do because there's a new design now for Plains villages. And I would like to have that. I would like to build that. I think it would look like, I like the new buildings. I like the new setup. Kitty, really and truly, can you just hop up on top? You're kind of a pain. I hadn't thought about that, actually. The fact that every time they come up here, they all get killed. That is not okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't remember how big this is. Yes, they did change. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then they changed them again in 14.1. I am in 14.1. They had a problem with mobs spawning and not despawning, so things like mob spawners would break because nothing was going away. So on carpet and stuff, I don't know. As far as I know, whatever the rules in that sense were, didn't change. Have I eaten? No, I have not. As far as I know, those rules have not changed. It's been more a proximity issue that they've had, something that they changed, and I don't know why they changed it or how they changed it, or it just broke mob spawners. There was one guy who actually went in and he was exploring, saw an island. It had a... What am I doing? Building and talking is hard. Oh, I got one on there at least. Okay. He was exploring and he went across and he saw a skeleton on an island. And he traveled and traveled and traveled and traveled. And when he came back, the same skeleton was at the same island. And he thought, well, that is weird because it should have despawned based on the fact that he had traveled far enough away that he shouldn't still be there. But it was. And I'm out of wool. I knew I'd be out of wool, and yet I didn't bring any more wool. And so he tested it to see how far he could get. And he could get really, really far, and it never despawned. And he tested it over several hours. So that was a big need to be fixed because, like, the whole time he was traveling, he also noticed that there was no mobs to worry about. Like, he was perfectly safe. So, yes, the combat, that was the combat update. I liked 113 because I like the fish. Huge fan of the fish. Other than that, it's okay. But I am a huge fan of the fish. It's more stuff to collect, so I like that. This one is a builder's version. They've changed a lot of the villages. They've changed the villagers. It's more of a texture change. A lot of stuff looks different. When I went down to my farm, I was really confused because a lot of the pictures were like, a lot of the plants don't look right to me. They actually look like modded plants. That was one thing I really noticed because I thought, oh, these look just like the modded ones. You don't need that or that. Fish farms, as far as I understand, are not broken in this one. If you have a fish farm from the last set, they work in this one. I was watching Zoomovoid and they still work. But that's from 13 to 14. I don't know about going from 12 or, yeah, from 12 to 13, I think they might be broken. I just realized I completely missed a side of a window there. Kind of obvious, too. Big gaping hole. Yeah, might want to fill that in. They did break on one of them when you changed from one to the other, but I don't think the aquatic update broke them. Who do you want in here, kitty? Who shall be our residents? And why did that split? You don't know? All right. Well, I guess you can't know everything. You are a cat. Meow. What color do you want next, kitty? So if I do this one here, and we do 1, 2, 3, it'll go here. Yeah, that's lots of room. All right, we're good. We don't need, oh, let's take the don't needs out first. Put the do needs. We haven't figured out what we're putting in that building, did we? I do not know. The problem with the Phantoms is they were chosen by the fans. Can't really go after them so much for that. So we need 9, 10 gray wool. Yeah, they picked it. I don't mind them so much. I don't find them difficult. I used to when they first came out because they startled me. But Endermen were the same way when they first came out. They startled me. Once you get kind of used to them, not such a problem. They're more terrifying when you go caving, because then you don't quite know what that noise is. Yeah, well, they also, for the biome updates, and for us having foxes now, and no, come over here. I can't kill you if you're over there. Work with me, guy. Trying to kill you. This would be a lot easier if I used my sword. They're all coming to see what's going on because they're going to come steal my iron when he dies. Mine. Also, if you attack one, they don't all come after you. You literally can kill one right in front of like 50 others, and they're like, oh well, sorry for him. Too bad. So sad. And nothing comes of it. It's like, what? That's no. Now, I am taking away your blast furnace because I cannot stand you all being in here. I will put my coal back. Okay, how come I only got 3? I broke... Oh, because it's on top. No. I do hate when that happens. This one is very much a texture change. They only added 2 new animals. You get your bamboo, or your panda bears, and your... Oh, what are they called? And the foxes. So you get those new 2 animals. You have a lot of machines and a lot of professions. So before, it used to be random as to what you would get for, like, you never knew if you'd get a cleric or not. So you could have a whole time with a village that never had one. Not anymore. When they breed with no profession at all. You can determine what profession they're going to be by giving them somewhere to work. And I really like that, because it used to drive me nuts that I would have like 5 of one thing and none of another. Oh, we're going down to color, aren't we? Kitty! I am walking here. I'm attempting to walk here. This is my color floor. Wool. Light gray. Oops, I need 10. Terracotta should be over here. Light gray. Whoops. gray. I think we're going to go with the darker colors. Like the grays and the... possibly the blues as well. That sound good to you, kitty? Yeah? All right. As long as you're happy, I'm happy. Let's put down our puffer fish. Yeah, that'll do. I found out the color of a shulker box is not actually purple. So I dyed my purple shulker box actually purple, and it looks so much better now. But it means I can add more to my colors. So that is a very purple. So it's kind of nice. Dump chest. But can you... okay, I haven't read much into it, but can you still do everything with the old workplace set, workbench, anvil, enchantment table, and furnace? Or do you need to use the new ones? Some yes, some no. This here is... I cannot remember what this thing's actually called. It's a grindstone. For the grindstone, you can put in... this is where you do your repairs. The enchantment table still works as the enchantment table. The brewing stand works as the brewing stand. Nothing changes with those two. Workbenches still work as workbenches, but there are a few things that have changed with the workbench. Things like making banners have to be done on the loom. So that I'm not... I have repaired on an anvil. So I did do that. I did that down in my skelly spawner. So you can do there. But this will repair, but it will also take the enchantment off. I don't know if I have anything... leather boots. So if you put the leather boots in here, it'll turn them into regular leather boots, and it'll give you all of the enchantment from it. So it'll take the enchantment away. This is thorns and fire protection. I'm not sure if you can... you can't combine them here. So to do that, you need to actually go to the anvil. So that still has to happen. So an anvil is still useful. I'm trying to think if you can do them in your inventory. Do I have any? There's some pants. Let me grab some iron. I haven't tested the doing it in your own. I have 2 damaged bows, but they are far away. All my bows are far away. So I have anvils here. So we used to be able to, oh no, we had to put 2 of them in our... so in here, you would still do repairs here. 2 unenchanted bows. I should, but I think all the ones I have that are upstairs are all good ones, because I have, again, a skelly spawner downstairs, so... oh, I have 2 partials. Okay. So if I put this one in here and that one in there... nope. That has changed. I can't fix them in me. You have to use an anvil. So that has changed. So no more personal repairs. But in exchange, you're being able to get stuff back. So say you enchant something and it's like thorns and... like you can get... like I have a skelly spawner downstairs. It's spitting out a lot of garbage. Like the stuff that comes out of it is really just garbage and chance. And what's nice is that I can take those garbage ones now and I can turn them into... like I can take one of those down there. I won't, because not until these guys have moved, because I don't want them down in my skelly spawner. Seriously, kitty. That's my bed. Yeah, now I have a cat sleeping on me. That's one change. It's just doing that in yourself. Sleeping seems to take longer, but I don't know if that's because it actually takes longer or because it's lagging. You didn't bring me a gift? Cats will sleep on your bed with you, and they will present you with a gift in the morning some of the time. I was actually sleeping. Is my bed still there? Yeah, on top of the red house way over there. I was sleeping up there because that's where I was killing all of the iron golems. I have a little platform thing built in between those 4 houses. And when I got down from there, yes, they also scare them away, which is nice. The cats are awesome now because they'll take out both creepers and phantoms. So hence this thing, wherever he's gone, oh, he's down there, will be hanging out with me for quite a while. But you can see wheat, or if that potatoes. I don't even know what half these things are. Wheat and potato, they look like the modded ones now. They've changed them. And I kind of don't like it. There are so many iron golems. Look at that. I took them out so that there was maybe 5 of them left in the world. And this is where we're at already. So I don't know if the 1 to 10 ratio. Yes, by the way, I have a polar bear aquarium. You haven't been here in a while. I have done quite a bit. Yes, that is a polar bear aquarium. It has all of the fish in it. There are, I'll have to go count them, but there are a certain number of fish that are actually named. They have real names. I cannot run through here at all because it's so laggy in this area. But yeah, it has plants in it. It has every type of coral now because that's, again, from 113 came coral. So I put the coral in there. I've put the fish in there. You can see the salmon. They're right there. But you can look up into it and see. So that's the salmon. And they changed the glass texture, so now it doesn't have as much stuff on it. There's some of the new fish that are there. I'm hoping they'll come down here so you can actually see them. That would be nice. That would be really nice. The water is a little bit cloudier, but I think it's because the wool is reflecting in it. I didn't do wool on these 2 legs, but I needed it from the other side. Now, this is not my design. This is Justin Hill 1023. He created a polar bear that looks like this, like a solid one. And Monkey Farm released a custom. Ooh, I will have to see that. Monkey Farm is one of the very, very, very first people I ever watched in Minecraft. And it was his Blaze Farm design that was the very first redstone I ever did. And I made his Blaze Farm. So it was awesome. And he is who introduced me to the Hermitcraft crew, who then introduced me to the Minecraft group, who introduced me essentially to Etho, who is the redstone god. So, although I don't watch him as much as I should. But these are all, you can see they're all there. Oh, hello, kitty. I don't know if kitty will take over, like kill the fish or not. There's also cod in there as well. But these are all the named fish. So I have a bucket of all of them. They're actually in the buckets. And I took 2 of each one of these. So I have 3 technically of every one. And I dumped 2 of them in here. There's the cod. You can just see the cod coming through. But there's kelp and there's seagrass. There's turtles here. Seriously, guys, there's this one turtle. We're having issues. This turtle. You're so done with Biffa. I have not watched Biffa in a long, long time. I have been watching Zoomovoid instead, or not Zoomovoid. I've been watching X. I'm watching him. So, because he has all of the little bits and pieces, and his videos are short enough for me to catch what I need and then be gone. and I can watch them over and over again, so I know what's going on. You, stay in the water. Swim. Go on. I don't know how many times I have to go all the way out and move this guy back, but he just won't stay put. Oh, I'm so sorry, kitty. I almost hit you. When I was doing the trees and taking, like, I needed more wood, so I was just doing grinding of trees. That cat kept pushing me off the tree. And when you're on a tree that's kind of like that high, that's really dangerous. I don't know. They've never done this until we did the update. Like, they stayed pretty much in the water and they didn't really go any more than one out. So I don't know why. And it's always just that one, and he always goes out to there. So I'm like, do I need to build something bigger? Or maybe I've covered up something under here. Maybe there is water under here and I don't know. So I might have to dig it up to check. So that I'm not sure. You're out here because I put a bed under there, aren't you? These guys are going to make me clean up all my beds. That's what's going to happen. And I'm thinking I could kill this guy and there won't be any consequences, but I don't know. And with there being so many iron golems, I'm not really willing to risk it. But yes, it even has a little tail. But this is my giant polar bear aquarium, the giant sign to tell you what all the fish are that are in there and any extras. There is a hole in the top so you can go swimming. Another part of 13 is that you can get a special helmet that you make from killing, or not from killing turtles, but breeding the turtles. When they grow up, they drop, I can't pronounce it properly, but they drop it and you get 5 of those and it makes a helmet. And it allows you to breathe underwater. So it extends the amount of time. I can't tell you exactly how much, but it is time. Maybe I'll just surround all these guys with cacti and push them all into it so it kills them. Does that count as killing them? Rox told me what I could do is, and I did do it, I cleaned out my village. I went through... Kitty, come over here. I don't want you to die from the cactus. Kitty, come. Catnip! Hello, welcome, welcome. Everybody's here today. It's very exciting. I am going to put lava underneath them and then push them into the lava. And that's how I get rid of villagers. These ones have no job, so they cannot breed. Awesome. Yes, you have no job. So when you click on them, they have no trades because they have nothing at all. I actually have not tried to enchant it because it comes with it automatically. I have been, but that was not what I would call a real raid. It was... Really? I do not want to accidentally kill one of you guys. Or punch you for that matter. There are too many things that will kill me in here if I do that. I was out... Well, I updated. Well, first I backed up. Then... Yeah, it's because there are too many iron golems and villagers in this area. I can't even work over there anymore. And they're all in the water. Anyways, I was working over here. And I upgraded. Backed up, then upgraded. And didn't think about it. At all. Didn't notice there was any problems. So I was still putting down torches. So most of this area was not lit up. I also had... I have to show you where my wall is going. I am putting up actually a fairly big wall. More eggs. The textures of eggs have changed too, so they're more egg-like. So it's kind of cool. But you see, everything is fine now that I'm out here. Like, we don't have any of the lag anymore until I go and look at the other side. So up here I built a wall. It goes all the way around my entire area. All of it has been marked off by blocks, but I had the blocks on that side. Not a smart thing to do. If you put blocks on this side, things will just hop up and hop in. So far as I can tell, Mobs cannot jump up on the carpet on the fence. That is I'm almost 100% sure on. But I did have these blocks on the other side because I was counting and putting down the fence. So once I had the fence down all the way around, that's when I did my upgrade. This is my chunk error. It's still not lit up. I really should do that. That's why it's like this. And it's sliced. My game got corrupted and I had to fix all the chunks through MC Edit. And then I missed a chunk. I missed this one because it was completely surrounded by forest. And then when I came in, I was like, oh, this doesn't work. So instead of going back into MC Edit, which I couldn't do because we had upgraded and it has not upgraded, MC Edit, yeah, no see-through. Well, I think it might be my settings, but the leaf textures have changed. So I may have to change that myself manually. I do really need to light up in there. But you can see there's like a chunk here where there was a tree, but there isn't a tree because it sliced it off. That's not a slice from me. That's an actual, this belongs somewhere else. I don't know where this chunk is from. It's from out there somewhere. So there'll be a chunk out there that's probably missing. But yeah, my power went out just as the game was saving. And when it came back, it was corrupted and it tried its best to fix it. And it moved a lot of chunks into different places, different houses and stuff got chopped in half. All kinds of badness happened. Now, so up there, I had those blocks on the outside of the fence. I'm over here putting the sea lanterns down and putting on torches. And the next thing you know, I'm looking over there and there's a whole pillager raid party coming in. And I'm like, how is this possible? How is there a pillager raid party coming in? No, I did have a UPS and it did not help. Turns out I have too many things plugged into it, and yeah, I get a microsecond of backup power, and that was it. I am in the process of getting a new one that can handle the fact that I do have my computer, my TV, the cable box, all my alarm clocks, my Kindles, my light therapy thing, and several other things all plugged into it at the same time. On the same fuse as all of my parents' electronics on the other side of the wall. So, yeah, I need a new one. I have the room for it. This one's just not big enough. That's when I had it originally. I had 2 of these, and it wasn't a problem because they were big, and I had half my electronics on one side of my room and half on the other, so it was split between the 2. Now all of them are on the same side of the room, all plugged in one, and the other one died. Like it's toast. It gave up its ghost. You know, random beeping in the middle of the night is not appreciated at all. So it's gone. Wow. Yeah, but you have a lot of electronics in there. I'm not sure what mine is. We went through it to figure it out. And I do need a bigger one than the one I have. It gives you time to get the generator. I don't have that option. I'm in a 17-story building. That's also squid are suicidal. Like really and truly, they always try to come up and land. Fish are not as suicidal as they used to be, which is great. Side question, any ideas what you want to do for emotes? I actually do. It gives away one of my projects. I had 4 projects while I was off. 2 got done. My Patreon is up and running. All the tiers and goals and everything are done. And it's been accepted. It's launched. It's fabulous. My intro video for who I am and what I do and all of that type of stuff, my elevator pitch type video that goes on my YouTube channel is up and running and live. And then emotes is the next thing I'm working on. I keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, trying to find an artist. And I realized that I may not need an artist. I'm a cross stitcher. And so I design a lot of my own cross-stitching. Cross-stitching is just pixel art. I'm like, why don't I do my own pixel art? So now that I'm giving away technically this is project 4 because project 3 is going to last until the end of the month because there's a lot of stuff I still need to learn and Tackback needs to learn. Do not kill yourself. I have enough squid stuff. I am going to actually do it. I have 3 in mind. Potentially 4. It's sort of like how you have with Tackback when he had like the coin things and they were just like the different colors. For mine, I'm going to have a specific picture and then there's colors to go with it as well. So I'm going to go something simple just so that they're done. Like I want to get them done. And then I can look into actually getting properly made ones. So part of my time off was getting all of my pixel art stuff set up again because I have not done that in quite a few years. I am way behind in my art. Most of my actual physical cross-stitching stuff is in my storage locker, so I haven't even managed to get it like out of there. But that will happen this summer. That is going to be a huge project. We are dumping a lot of the stuff out of my storage locker and giving it away. I have a lot of furniture in there I'm just never going to use. So my craft supplies will be organized so that I can actually access them again. Especially since I'm going to be doing Girl Guides next year on my own. I need somewhere to put all that stuff. But I do plan on having emotes done. I just don't think it's going to be very soon for professional ones. It's going to be me. Lunchtime. Yay! Welcome, welcome. Okay, so my story about them coming. All right, so I killed all the pillager people who showed up, not knowing that you actually get a debuff. The debuff is called Bad Omen. I was like, okay, well, it didn't seem to do anything. I didn't see anything. There was no raid indication. There was no nothing. So I thought, well, this is just weird that it was there, and went back to lighting up. Now, I was setting up brand new lights, so I didn't realize there was a secondary problem that was happening. The biggest problem that people are having right now is lighting issues. They are completely random. No rhyme, no reason. You log in, and your torches will only light up this square. Not this one, but just this square. It won't do anything at all. So it's literally a 1 square. Ooh, nice. I don't know what the heat sink is, but I do know I need the sheave. Nice. So you ran an invasion mission. Anyway, so what I found out is once I got back into what they consider my village, I got raided. If you have Bad Omen and you go into your village, that triggers the raid. That is not good because there is not a lot of space in here. Another problem is these guys were spawning on top of things and around things and like all over the place. I could not figure where they were coming from. I didn't know what they were doing. It was, okay, so there's somebody in that bed this time and in that one. So they were coming from everywhere and I didn't know what to do. I was panicking all over the place. You're only supposed to, is my understanding, is get 3 waves if you are on normal. I got 5 waves. I'm on normal. I should not have gotten that many coming through. My understanding is in normal, you're only supposed to get 1 of those great big monster beast things. I had 2. On my 3rd wave, there were 5 witches on top of everything else. I was like, what is happening? This is madness. And I actually did die. And because I was lighting up everything and I was just putting down my bed, sleeping on it, picking it up and doing more lighting and putting it down, it meant when I died, I went back to original spot.